Be brutally honest with me for a second. If I locked your phone in a box for 24 hours, would your life fall apart or secretly get better? Because right now, your brain isn't losing the battle for focus by accident. It's losing to billion-dollar companies who literally hire neuroscientists to keep you scrolling, clicking, and dopamine spiking as long as possible. This is not a "you're lazy" problem. It's a brain wiring problem. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to rewire your brain for focus in a world that is designed to destroy it. Stay until the end, because I'll give you 3 simple, science-backed exercises you can start today to take your attention back. You are not broken. You are outnumbered. Let's start here. You're not weak because you struggle to focus. Right now, the average person spends around 6 to 7 hours per day in front of screens. That's basically a full-time job of being distracted. Surveys show that more than half of teenagers spend 4 hours or more per day on screens, and that doesn't even include schoolwork. So if you feel like your brain is constantly buzzing, scattered, and tired, that's not a mystery. That's chronic overstimulation. And here's the scary part. Researchers are starting to see that heavy smartphone and social media use isn't just bad for productivity. It's actually linked to worse memory, lower focus, and weaker cognitive function. You're not just losing time, you're training your brain to be incapable of deep focus. Inside your brain, there's a region called the prefrontal cortex, right behind your forehead. Think of it as your CEO. It's responsible for planning, self-control, resisting impulses, and focusing on what actually matters. Every time you try to study, work on your business, or read a book, the prefrontal cortex is the part that says, ignore the notification. Stay with the hard task. Think long-term, not short-term. Now imagine that CEO trying to work in an office where the doorbell rings every 30 seconds. People throw memes through the window. Someone keeps screaming, "New message." Someone liked your post. That's your brain, with your phone next to you. There's even research showing that just having your smartphone present, even if it's face down and you're not using it, reduces your cognitive performance. Your brain is quietly burning energy just by knowing the phone is there. Your focus isn't weak, it's under constant attack. Now let's talk about dopamine, because this is where most people get it wrong. Dopamine is not an evil pleasure chemical. It's a motivation and learning signal. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, that thing, do more of that. Neuroscience shows that dopamine tracks how much better or worse something is compared to what you expected. That means your brain spikes dopamine when something is new, unexpected, or might give you a reward. Likes, messages, drama, a funny video. Now think about your phone. Infinite scrolling, new thing, new thing, new thing, random notifications, maybe something exciting, maybe not. Likes and comments, social reward, approval, connection. This creates a casino in your pocket. Research also suggests that dopamine doesn't just respond to reward. It reinforces repeated actions themselves, helping form habits even when something stops feeling rewarding. Translation: even when scrolling stops feeling good, your brain has already wired it in as a habit loop. So it's not just you like scrolling. It's your brain learning, I'm bored, I grab the phone. This task is hard, I grab the phone. Over time, your default response to any discomfort becomes escape into instant dopamine. Here's what all of this does long term. First, you train shallow attention. Your brain gets used to information in 3-second fragments: real, 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 notification, DM. Deep work feels slow, boring, and painful in comparison. Second, your baseline dopamine goes down. The more you overstimulate your brain, the less sensitive it becomes to normal everyday rewards. Things like reading, studying, or building a business feel dead compared to TikTok. Third, your self-image gets destroyed. You say, tomorrow I'll focus. Then you scroll for 3 hours. On a subconscious level, your brain learns, I'm the kind of person who breaks promises to myself. And this is where it becomes identity. You stop seeing yourself as the disciplined, focused person you could be, and start seeing yourself as someone who can't focus or someone who always procrastinates. That identity is a lie. It's not your nature. It's your training. You don't fix this with motivation. You fix it with systems. You don't beat a system designed by thousands of engineers just by trying harder. You need rules and environments that make focus easier and distraction harder. Think of it as rewiring your brain on 3 levels: environment, brain, identity. Let's keep it practical. Step 1, rewire your environment. Make focus the default. Rule number 1, your phone does not live in your hand. When you're doing something that matters, studying, working, reading, your phone should be in another room, or at least out of sight and out of reach. Remember, just the presence of the phone can drain your mental resources and lower performance. You are not strong enough to resist your phone all day. You're not supposed to be. You're supposed to move the temptation away. So when you focus, the phone goes in another room or in a drawer on airplane mode. If you need it for work, use website blockers or app timers and keep it far from your body. Make distraction inconvenient. Make focus easier than scrolling. Step 2, rewire your brain. Train your prefrontal cortex. Remember the prefrontal cortex, your CEO? You can train it like a muscle. Studies on smartphone addiction show links between heavy use and poor attention, memory, and decision-making. But the opposite is also true. When you practice sustained attention, you strengthen the circuits responsible for focus and self-control. You don't start with 4 hours of deep work. You start with small, controlled doses of boredom and focus. 25 minutes of no distraction work, 5 minutes break, and repeat. Every time you feel the urge to check your phone and you let it pass, you are literally rewiring your brain to tolerate discomfort without escaping. That's dopamine training. You're teaching your brain, we don't need instant reward, we can stay. Step 3, rewire your identity, who you believe you are. If deep down you still believe, I'm just not a focused person, you will always sabotage yourself back to that identity. So here's the shift. Instead of chasing motivation, start collecting evidence. Every time you do one 25-minute focus block, leave your phone in another room, or say no to a pointless notification, tell yourself, that's what a focused person does. That's who I am now. Identity is built from small votes, repeated over time. You don't become a focused person after reading one book. You become one after hundreds of small decisions that all say the same thing about you. Now, let's make this real. Here are 3 simple exercises you can start today to rewire your brain for focus. Exercise 1, the 60-minute dopamine reset. Once a day, give your brain 60 minutes with 0 fast dopamine. No social media, no YouTube shorts or reels, no video games, no junk food. Pick 1 hour where you will either work on a single meaningful task, or read, write, or learn something quietly. Your phone goes in another room or in a drawer on airplane mode. At first, your brain will itch. You'll feel bored, restless, even anxious. That's not failure. That's your brain going through withdrawal from constant stimulation. Stick with it. You're teaching your brain that not every moment needs entertainment. From now on, when you work on your laptop, you follow a simple rule. Only 2 windows are allowed. One for the task, one for research or reference. No dozen tabs, no chaos, just one main task: writing, coding, studying, planning, and one support tab for definitions, articles, or references. This limits switching, which is the enemy of deep work. And it reduces the little dopamine hits you get from jumping between apps every few seconds. You're not just controlling your browser. You're training your brain to stay with one thing at a time. Once a day, go for a 10-minute walk with no phone, no podcast, no music, no distractions, just you, your thoughts, and your breathing. The point is not steps. The point is rebuilding your tolerance for silence. At first, your mind will automatically reach for stimulation. You'll think, this is boring, I'm wasting time. But what you're actually doing is letting your nervous system calm down. giving your prefrontal cortex space to process, and training your brain not to panic when there's no instant input. Some of your best ideas will show up in these 10 minutes because for once, your brain has room to think. You don't live in a neutral world. You live in a world designed to steal your attention. But here's the truth no one tells you. Every notification you ignore, every focus block you complete, every walk you take without your phone is not just a productivity win. It's a vote for the future version of you. You are not doomed to be a distracted, scattered version of yourself. Your brain is plastic. It changes based on what you repeatedly do. Start with 60 minutes per day with no fast dopamine, the 2-window rule when you work, and one 10-minute boredom walk. Do this for 30 days. You will notice your thoughts get clearer, deep work becomes easier, and most importantly, you start to trust yourself again. In a world designed to distract you, the ability to focus is a superpower, and you can train it starting today.